It is my pleasure to be joined by the Defense Minister of Colombia, Defense Minister Pedro Sánchez. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time to talk today. I really appreciate it. We are at a critical moment in the world. There's so much happening across the globe, across hemispheres. You have been in your position as Defense Minister for a little bit over a year. You've taken a very different approach when it comes to security, when it comes to tackling the drug cartels, criminal cartels in Colombia. Talk a little bit about your strategy, how you are addressing crime and the criminal cartels in Colombia.
The drugs problem is a global problem. That means it is necessary to build with other nations. In that way, our strategy is to build a strong international cooperation to defeat international crime. Mm-hmm. Second one, the drugs is not just only health problem, it's also economic problem. Because a lot of people, maybe here in the United States or in Europe, lives from the cocaine productions, the commercializations. And in the case of Colombia, the problem is about the crops, for instance, or the production of cocaine. So it's necessary to change the economy, to replace the economy. But also is the problem between the demand of drugs, almost 300 of millions of people consume drugs in the world, but also it's necessary to affect the production. So in that way, our strategy is very comprehensive. Yeah. It's working with other countries, but also replacing the economy, but also fighting the terrorist groups. Every 20 hours, we have one combat against terrorist groups.
Like a altercation?
Yes.
Wow, every 24 hours, guns are being fired?
Yes, every 40 minutes, we destroyed one facility, one infrastructure to produce cocaine. In this moment, we conducted 17 airstrikes, bombing in our own territory against the terrorist group. Wow. Almost 15,000 of integrants of those groups we neutralized during the last 3 years and a half.
Wow, 15,000. That's a lot. Some people might not know that you mentioned cocaine. Colombia has the highest level of cocaine trafficking of sales that's happening. You have been, as you've just addressed, really tackling that issue head on. That's something, of course, that President Trump has been also very clear on and we've seen gone as far as to carrying out strikes on those drug boats. Some of those were Colombian boats operated by Colombian drug traffickers. What is your position on that very forceful tack that President Trump has taken of carrying out those strikes on drug boats?
Each country has its own sovereignty to apply its law against its threat. In the case of the Colombia, I will say that 60 or more percent, maybe 80% of the drugs that the United States with other countries in the Caribbean region that is interdicted come from intelligence of Colombia.
Oh, wow.
Colombia support in intelligence, but also support in other capabilities. About the ways to defeat the drug trafficking, in the case of Colombia, we apply other methods. We interdict, we capture. When we capture, we can take more information to go after the criminals or the other criminals that work indeed in the chain of the narcotics. That the position in Colombia is we share information with other nations, even though that information is applying the protocols that we signed with the United States. For instance, it's just only interdictions, capture.
Critical. Have you had any conversations with President Trump, with Secretary Hegseth, really focused in talking about this issue and how the US and Colombia can work even closer together to tackle the issue of really addressing and combating the criminal cartels and drug trafficking?
Yes, the last meeting that the President Petro from Colombia and the President Trump from the United States, that in that meeting
You were present in that meeting?
Yes, I was present in that meeting, and one conclusion is it's necessary to join closer to defeat a common enemy, the drug traffickers, not the nations, not the states.
Yeah.
And we propose to declare a joint high-value target from those terrorist groups, and the President Trump said, "Okay, move in that way." We have a strong relationship in terms of security with the United States, but I think that it's necessary move faster, because we, as Colombian Minister of Defense, I try to move in that way, but I feel a little bureaucracy or something like that. But what happened?
Yeah.
The President Trump said, move in hard way. We are ready to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens in some moments.
You're feeling some bureaucracy from your own government in Colombia,
No.
from the United States.
Yeah, I think in one part that is why I am here, for instance, to facilitate the coordination, etc.
I would be curious to hear how you guys are structuring the economy to not be dependent on the drug cartels, but instead to have a flourishing and functioning legal economy. How do you do that?
Back into maybe 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, the strategy was to eradicate the crops. In 2021, we eradicate 100,000 hectares of crops of coca.
Of cocaine.
We had in that moment 120 hectares, 120,000 hectares. We eradicated 100,000 hectares, but the crops increased until 160,000 hectares. It's like to carry water with the hands. So it's necessary to change the crops. ¿Me presta? ¿La tiene ahí? ¿No tiene un cacao? No. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And this is the way.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Much better.
Yes. And we say to the world, please buy cacao, no coca.
Okay.
And this is for you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And
this
what
is the
is
best quality.
What is different about this chocolate?
This was made, this was produced from the places where the coca was cultivated. We replaced, for instance,
so
Putumayo, Nariño, Catatumbo, and you taste the best cacao of the world.
So we're on the land that used to be growing cocaine is now growing chocolate, essentially.
Yes.
Cocoa.
Cacao,
specifically, not cocoa, cacao.
Yes.
That's fantastic, and it's beautiful. Thank
This is
you.
for you.
This
You're
is
welcome.
gorgeous. Well, that I think is a strategy that the world can get behind. More chocolate, less cocaine.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Sarah.
No, my
Greatly
pleasure.
appreciate it.